And I think both the chairwoman and myself, agree that this electronic payments reporting is greatly suspect, and that there ought to be other ways found. Could you again point out what kind of the alternatives are out there? What should be done instead of this? And I hate again, I don't use the term tax gap, but the non-compliance or underreporting, or the fact that some people historically have gotten away with not paying their fair share, to the detriment of everybody else. But what would you do as an alternative that might work compared to this, which we all agree would be too burdensome?
Well, we're actually still trying to come up with, we've been having quite a few meetings internally with operations to find maybe some other alternatives, whether it's, looking at the monthly bank statements that we supply to them, or the monthly transaction statements that we supply to merchants. We're trying to figure out if we could do that on an annual basis. But I mean, I really do think that first and foremost, the self-reporting would at least be a good start. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't meet the compliance that the IRS is hoping to achieve, then maybe look at other alternatives. But, we weren't set up to be an extension of the IRS. Right. We were set up to move money efficiently, quickly, securely, not to report information to the IRS. And so we would love to be not placed in that spotlight. And I'll just point out, too, the whole thing seems to be predicated on this 90% compliance rate for reporting. But, in the meetings that we've had, the issues about inaccurate data, the problems with our systems, it doesn't seem like they care. They're just looking at this magic 90% compliance number. Okay. And, I think it would be more appropriate to look into some of the concerns that we've raised before moving forward with it. Okay.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I just would conclude by commenting that your statement just then about not being an extension of the IRS, I think, unfortunately, the government looks at all of us as an extension of the IRS.